welcome back to DIY Beauty on Purpose. Today I am bringing you several DIYs that are super fun. These all have to do with summer and being poolside, and I'm so excited. So let's get right to it. The first DIY I am doing is a sign that's going to say, "Life is better poolside." And I got this piece of paneling from my wood stash in my garage. If you've seen my not last video, but the one before that, I showed you a behind the scenes look at my garage. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it. It'll be in a card here on this video. But anyways, I grabbed this. I'm not even sure what the measurements are. I think it's about a 10-inch by maybe an 18-inch, around there. Basically, I just want to give it a very summery, very beachy poolside look to it. I gave it one coat of a Behr paint in the Mossy bench. And then this is another outdoor paint. This is by Glidden. And the color is, I believe, is Thai Teal. And I just want to give it a very worn out look, kind of like if it's had many years of painting and then it's chipped and then painted again, that kind of look. And now I'm adding some chalk paint by Rustoleum in the linen white, and then just dry brushing it. The same thing I did with the teal, very dry brush. The Mossy bench, I did a full coat, but the last two I just did very dry brush, and that's basically you take a chippy brush, dip just a very tip of the bristles, and then very lightly, you just fanning it out up and down. On the edges and corner, I'm doing it a little heavier. And that's kind of it. Because it's dry brushed, it dries pretty quickly. After I was kind of looking at this sign, I decided to give it a planked look. So I'm just going to eye out there a couple of spots on both the bottom and the top. And then I'm going to take my, a blade? And I'm just going to kind of score it. Go from up to bottom and just score it several times. I'll do the same thing on the other one. And then I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver and I'm just going to go over that again. And that's just to make it deeper, a deep ridge, kind of like you would see on a plank or paneling. So that's what I'll do. So now, because it's already scored, I'm just pretty much just going to press. I mean, you can't really tell from looking at the video, but I'm holding that yardstick and I am pressing down hard with that screwdriver because I really want to dent that wood or the paneling. And you can see it there that it has that paneling planked look. I then decided to take the electric sander with a 220 grit sandpaper and give it a very good sand. This is going to smooth out all that paint, kind of blend it in together. I'm really doing a heavy distress in the corners. And then after I was done with the sanding, I really liked the look, the distress look, but it took away a lot of the white paint. So I decided to add a bit more of the white, and again, just dry brushing it very, very lightly. And here's a closer look at what it looks like. And even after I shot this take right here, I even added a little bit more of the white. So you'll probably notice that there's a little bit more white afterwards because I decided to add more. All right, so using my Cricut, I cut out the "Life is Better Poolside," and I'm just gonna weed it out and then use it as a stencil on the board. This transfer tape I just recently found, and I am in love with it. I know I've said it several times, but all of these products, or most of these products, are going to be linked in my Amazon store down below if you're interested in taking a look at it. All right, so now I'm just going to place of course, the stencil on it, and then remove the transfer tape. And then I'm going to use chalk paint, the Rustoleum in the linen white, and a sponge applicator that I got from Walmart, and then just start stenciling. Nothing major. I'm just going to do one coat because I will distress it anyway. So I want it to look, again, just kind of blend in with the same style and look as the board. I want it to look like it's just been outdoors for a while. Now I'm going to use my drill, and I am going to put in a drill bit that is on the thicker side, and I'm just going to drill a couple holes on the top because I want to put some rope on it, and that's where I'll hang it from, so that, I don't know, it just has that beachy look. And I love me some jute rope. You know that. So I'm just going to place it through the back and then knot it in the front. And of course, I am using painter's tape just to make sure that the ends are nice and, easier, I guess, to place through the holes. I'm pretty much done with this sign at this point, and a little later I'll bring it back because I'm going to seal it. But moving on to the next project, I'm going to take this Dollar Tree serving tray, and I'm just going to give it several coats of this Rustoleum spray paint. I have used this spray paint for a while, guys. I mean, I've been spray painting more and more, and I'm loving it. I really do. So again, several coats, and I did that, left it outside for a little bit so it dried. And then I got very bold, and I drilled several holes on each handle using a smaller drill bit. Here's the thing, this is plastic, so I was running the risk of it cracking, obviously. So what I did was, I basically did not put any pressure on it. I just let the own weight of the drill just slowly make its way through the plastic. So if you're gonna do this DIY, just keep that in mind, that it could crack. I just risked it, and it worked out in this case, but I was really nervous. I got this scarf at the Dollar Tree, and I just thought it had this like blue, and that's kind of like the theme for today. I'm gonna have those like teal, navy blue kind of theme, and I thought they would look great on this as handles on this tray. So of course, if you saw it, I tried to put it in, but the holes were too small, so I changed to a thicker drill bit and then made the holes bigger. Again, not making a lot of force, just letting the drill do its work. So now the scarf fits a little bit better, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie it on the back, and then that's it. Now, I changed my mind later about the scarf. At first, I loved it. I was like, yeah, this is the look I want. I really like it, and it looks cute. But as you can see here, I'm going to be adding some painter's tape because I'm going to add some stripes, and they're going to be like navy blue. And at the end, I just felt like the scarf didn't work out for me. So I did remove it and I switched it out to rope to match the one I used for the sign. I think the scarf was fine, and I just, for some reason, it just didn't speak to me as much as I thought it would. So I didn't show it in a video, but I'm letting you know that I did remove the scarf and I switched it out for rope. All right, so I'm going to make these stripes using Rustoleum chalk paint, and this is in their coastal blue, which is very appropriate for the theme today. And yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do several coats actually. No, I just did 2 coats. One with the brush, and then I realized you can see so many of the brush strokes, and then I did a second coat using the Stencil foam brush, and that worked out better. It had better coverage. I did get some bleed through in the edges, so where the tray kind of goes up, but I was fine with it. I mean, I did distress it, so I didn't lose sleep over it. I was just like, it is what it is, but I did get a little bit of bleed through. I need to invest in better painter's tape. I've noticed that I've been getting so much bleed through, and somebody recommended frog tape, but write me down in the comments what tape you use, and that's like really, really good for preventing bleed through. So now I'm removing the tape, and I love the stripes. I actually thought this was one of my favorite things that I just kind of look, because I just felt like it really matched the decor, and you'll see it in a little bit when we go outside and put everything together, but I just really liked it. I let it fully dry, and now I am just using a 120 grit sandpaper, and I'm just roughing it up, just giving it a little bit more of a distressed look, and that way serves 2 purposes. It looks like, again, it just has that distressed beachy look, and at the same time it's very forgiving for the imperfections with the bleed through. So once I was done, I dusted it very well, and I took both the tray and the sign outside, and I'm just going to give it a couple of coats of this Rustoleum top coat. This is a clear and a matte finish, and this is just to protect it from any water and the elements, because they're probably going to be outside the entire time. So all right, so on to my third DIY. I found this towel. This is an oversized super large towel. I found this at home store, and I'm going to use it to make 4 pillows. I am going to cut it into 4 pieces, and I'm going to make 4 pillows for several chairs that I have around my pool. And I just thought using a towel would be perfect, because that way if somebody is laying out, they can rest their head on it, and if their head is wet, I mean, how appropriate, right? A towel. So I like the color. I like the stripe look. It goes along with everything else, and it has that teal and the navy blue, and I just thought it was really cute. So I'm just going to cut it into 4 pieces. Right, so now on to my sewing. Again, I'm not an expert sewer whatsoever, but I think I've done enough pillows to for it to be not that taskful. So I'm just going to sew 2 sides fully, and then the third side I'm going to leave about 8 inches so that I can stuff it with pillow stuffing. The stuffing that I'm using is that weird stuffing. If you saw my last outdoor summer DIY project or video I did, I bought this extra large lounge chair cushion, and I turned it into 4 pillows, and it had this weird looking stuffing. It looked awful. I had a lot left over, so that's what I used. All right, so then I sewed the pillow, and that was it. I did that 4 times for all 4 pillows. Moving on to my 5th. Is this my 5th? I think so. Maybe. I don't know. So my next project. This is very simple. These are plastic glasses that I got. I want to say it was at the Dollar Tree. It was a while back. I've had these for a while, and I just thought it would be super cute to put a permanent decal on it. So I cut these using my Cricut and using permanent vinyl. And one of them says good times and the other one says tan lines. And I have a shirt, a tank top that says good times and tan lines, and I just grabbed it from there and I put it on the wine glasses, and I thought it was super cute. And that's it for that. I mean, that was like the easiest DIY ever. All right, guys, so then on to my last DIY before I put everything together. Now I'm in my backyard. This is where everything's going to be put together. And this is a umbrella stand that we have had seriously for about over 10 years. It is so old, super heavy duty. It still works very well, but the color is now dingy and it needs an uplift. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using the same spray paint from earlier, and I'm going to give it several soft coats until it's fully covered and give it a fresh look. And let me tell you, this thing looked great. I was so impressed. I was so happy I did this. So now I'm going to put everything together here poolside. Those are the pillows. Look how cute. I think that's my favorite. And then this little table I made using Dollar Tree items. If you haven't seen that video, highly suggest you go and watch it. I'll put a card on there. And then the little tray, look how cute it looks. I think it looks great with those ropes. I think it looks better. It goes better with the theme, as well as the umbrella, which has those navy blue stripes. I got the umbrella at home as well. So it's brand new to us. Very happy because we needed an extra umbrella. And I'm just going to put everything together. The sign I'm going to put there too, by the side of it, but I'm probably going to move it elsewhere. But just for purposes for you guys to kind of see what everything looks like, I'm just going to place it by the side there, and then that's it. Look how cute. I love this little set, and it just looks so nice by the pool. It'll probably face the other way, you know, like facing the pool, but for purposes of showing you guys, I thought it would look super cute that way. All right, guys, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're enjoying the summer as much as you can. And I hope this inspires you to create some inexpensive DIYs. And that's If you are new and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so. Become part of our YouTube family. I upload videos every single week, and I would love for you to be part of that. So anyways, have a blessed day, everyone.